Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Washington football team. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They fake the give. Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Newton. Throws right side, and that's complete. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Guyton, 75 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Handoff comes to Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Following the interception, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back back to throw. Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run with Gibson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Guyton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 27, Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, it's Cook, able to fight through 1 tackle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 45 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. They run. Cook. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Now a second down and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one caught by Beasley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play fake, Cousins. Forced out, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Play action. It's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. third down. Cousins.
So going for Jefferson downfield.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
57 yards. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways, either by running routes at it that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Newton throwing again. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. Going deep this time for Miller.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Or I think he got it back. He did. So it was a great return, and they're able to maintain possession to keep the football.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a first down throw for Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
On play action, Cousins. Going up top for Miller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here's Gibson.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. It was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Newton on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
To throw is Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins. And he finds Beasley complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to the ground, Cook.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
38. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. On 1st down, Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Cousins now. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. That's out to the flat for Gibson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Newton. And he's got this down to the 35. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
On the right side, this is Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Cousins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run again with Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
So for Washington,
it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head